What's up, Cowboys Nation? We have some MAJOR breaking news that could completely shake up the Dallas Cowboys' future. The front office is making serious moves, and from what we're hearing, things are about to get crazy. If you thought the Cowboys were done after the offseason changes, think again. There are massive reports swirling around about a shocking trade that could bring back a familiar face to Dallas. Yes, we're talking about none other than Amari Cooper. Could the Cowboys actually be working on a deal to reunite with their former star receiver? That's not all, folks. Micah Parsons is on the verge of getting a massive contract extension that could make him one of the highest-paid defensive players in NFL history. We have all the latest updates, inside sources, and analysis on what this means for the Cowboys' championship hopes. Stick with me to the end because you do not want to miss a single detail. Now, let's get right into it. First, let's talk about Amari Cooper. The Cowboys traded him to the Cleveland Browns in 2022, a move that many fans and analysts questioned at the time. Cooper was Dak Prescott's go-to weapon, and after he left, the Cowboys' passing game just wasn't the same. Yes, CeeDee Lamb has stepped up and developed into an elite roan. But let's be honest, having Amari Cooper alongside him would make this offense absolutely lethal. Now, recent reports suggest that the Cowboys' front office is seriously considering making a move to bring Cooper back. And why wouldn't they? The Browns have had an up-and-down season, and there's speculation that they might be willing to part ways with Cooper for the right price. If Dallas pulls this off, it could be a GAMECHANGER for this team. Think about it, Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Brandon Cooks all lining up together, giving Dak Prescott the weapons he needs to elevate this offense to an elite level. With Tony Pollard in the backfield and an improving offensive line, this move would instantly make the Cowboys one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL. But here's the real question. What would it take to bring Amari Cooper back? Would the Cowboys be willing to give up draft capital or a key player to make it happen? We know Jerry Jones is always looking to make a splash, and if he believes this move can push the Cowboys over the top, he might just pull the trigger. But let's not forget this team is not just about the offense. Micah Parsons is the heart and soul of this defense, and he is due for a payday that could break records. Reports are coming in that the Cowboys are preparing to offer Parsons a contract extension that will make him one of the highest-paid defenders in the league. And let's be real, he deserves it. This man is a generational talent. He's not just a linebacker, he's a game wrecker, a leader, and one of the most dominant defensive players in the NFL. Since being drafted in 2021, Parsons has transformed this Cowboys defense into one of the league's best. Whether he's rushing the passer, stopping the run, or dropping into coverage, he does it all. The Cowboys cannot afford to let him go, and from what we're hearing, they are prepared to make sure that doesn't happen. So what kind of numbers are we talking about here? Well, keep in mind that Nick Bosa recently signed a 5-year, $170 million extension with the San Francisco 49ers, making him the highest-paid defensive player in the league. With Parsons being even more versatile and arguably more impactful, his deal could easily surpass that. We're looking at potentially $180 million or more, with well over $100 million guaranteed. That's an insane amount of money, but if there's anyone worth that kind of investment, it's Micah Parsons. The Cowboys' defense runs through him, and locking him up long-term is an absolute necessity. Now, let's talk about what these two moves, bringing back Amari Cooper and extending Micah Parsons, would mean for the Cowboys' Super Bowl chances. Dallas has been in a championship drought for nearly 3 decades, and every year, fans are left wondering if THIS will be the season they finally break through. The roster is talented, but they've always seemed to be 1 or 2 pieces away from being true contenders. Well, If the Cowboys can pull off these moves, they might finally have everything they need to make a legitimate Super Bowl run. The offense would have elite weapons, the defense would remain dominant, and Dak Prescott would be in the best position of his career to succeed. Of course, there are challenges. The salary cap is always a factor, and the Cowboys will have to make sure they can afford these moves without jeopardizing their future. But let's be honest, when has Jerry Jones ever been afraid to spend big to win? If he sees an opportunity to bring back Amari Cooper and lock in Micah Parsons for the long haul, he's going to do everything he can to make it happen. And let's not forget the NFC is wide open. The Eagles, 49ers, and Lions are strong, but the Cowboys have the talent to compete with anyone. If they make these moves, they could become the team to beat in the conference. Another angle to consider is how this potential trade would impact the locker room. The Cowboys have built a strong team culture, and any major acquisition could shake things up. While adding an elite player is exciting, chemistry is a huge factor in a team's success. The front office must weigh whether this move would truly elevate the team or disrupt the balance they've worked so hard to establish. The Cowboys are in a unique position right now. They have the talent, they have the coaching, and they have the pieces to compete. But the window for winning in the NFL is small, and teams have to capitalize when they have an opportunity. This rumored trade could be the difference between another playoff disappointment and a legitimate Super Bowl run. One thing is for sure, Cowboys Nation is on high alert. The next few days could be critical as talks develop, and if a deal goes down, it's going to send shockwaves through the league. We'll be keeping a close eye on everything, so make sure you're subscribed to stay updated with the latest Cowboys news. Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think Dallas should pull the trigger on a blockbuster trade? Which position do you think they need to upgrade the most? And if you had to choose one player to bring in, who would it be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation we all need to be a part of. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Would you want to see Amari Cooper back in Dallas? Do you believe Micah Parsons deserves a record-breaking contract extension? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any breaking Cowboys news. This is shaping up to be an unforgettable season, and we're going to be covering every major move, every game, and every moment right here on the channel. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come. GOCOWBOYS